some big news. I was going to come up with some idea of a good excuse to tell you why Oldham's not here tonight.
Ah, this is the
Holy smokes.
Good news on the battlefront from New Jersey.
Okay.
He's restocking his compact.
This day, I just got word from Oldham just within the last hour or so, and let me set it up. New Jersey, as Oldham mentioned last week, was set to give final passage to a bill that says, we don't care what your religious views are, we're going to still pump your kids full of vaccine poisons.
Right.
Okay? And that was coming into showdown. They thought they would gab it passed last week on Friday. Oldham left town last Tuesday morning, right after a show. I mean, literally within hours, he's on the plane. And he's been over there fighting this thing at the New Jersey state capitol in Trenton. Well, Friday, logjam kind of broke. They got the final senator to come on board. You know, it was a Republican for this Democrat leadership bill. And so they said, okay, Monday we're going to have the final vote. Well, Monday came. Let me tell you, Del Bigtree with Highwire News. Del's been here in Tulsa. He's been all over Oklahoma and has helped organize people for vaccine choice here. He mobilized. He's got a network. I was really impressed. He had people inside the Senate gallery. He had a bunch of people outside. As the day moved on today, and we find out yesterday, a Democrat broke ranks and said, ooh, I'm not going to support this now.
It's really a bipartisan issue. You know,
Yeah.
the Dems were the first to start the clamor. A lot of people don't realize that, but you recall, it was the liberals in Hollywood that started the anti-vaccine.
Yeah,
really.
Jim Carrey and his wife, yeah.
The
Over a decade
ACLU
ago.
stands for
Yeah.
civil liberties. So is the CL and ACLU is civil liberties.
Right.
You wouldn't know
I
it anymore. They're
I
trying to
need
change
to
that.
remind you, ACLU folks, what your name stands for. Just like the YMCA stands for Young Men's Christian. So you got to remind them or they won't know. But let's get back to the story.
Only explanation.
So as the day goes on, the Senate is, working behind the scenes. Senate leadership, he's gabbling everything in because, get this, today is the last day of the legislature. Tomorrow, a new legislative session takes over.
Okay.
So everything that happened today, basically, if it didn't get finished, it's in the trash
Guys,
can. Gotta
everything
start over.
upside down in New Jersey.
So anyway, as the afternoon goes on, it's getting so loud outside that from the Senate gallery, I'm listening to their input, and you can hear the rumble from outside. They got bullhorns, they got drums, they got all this stuff going. By 3:30, it was about 6,000 people outside.
Wow.
By 5 o'clock, there's over 10,000 people outside. And they finally, they called for recess of 15 minutes, waiting for some bills to come over from the other chamber. Well, an hour and a half passes, and you can see the Senate president, with his pot belly, suspenders, and tie. You can pick him out of a crowd, and he's going all over, twisting arms. Finally, he's looking dejected, and he comes back in. They run 3 other bills, and they shut it down. And the place went nuts. People were starving. They were cold. They hadn't had anything to eat. I don't know where they went to pee, but we won't talk about that. But
well, you said it's New Jersey, right?
yeah. So
really anywhere.
Anyway, what ends up happening then, people are hungry. Well, there's people all over the country. I'm watching this live feed on Facebook that Highwire's doing, Del Bigtree. I ran on Sooner Politics, and then we've got a 3D Politics Live Facebook page, so you guys can find it right there. In this article, he's talking about it. There's all these people, all of a sudden, pizza deliveries start showing up from everywhere.
Nice.
Without even a comment. People who couldn't make it there started calling local pizzerias, send some hot meals down there.
Nice.
And there's crowds. I mean, it's 10,000 people. And back of the crowds are coming up, and they're just passing pizza boxes up over the arms of the crowd. Keep passing them. And this is just, spontaneous.
Right.
So we're watching all this, and I'm talking to Liza Greedy on there on Facebook, different comments. And she said, this is brilliant, organized protest. I am learning a lot. We've got some things to learn. This was textbook grassroots
That's a humble lady
activism.
because she's executed some phenomenal
Yes, she
grassroots
has.
campaigns here.
Yes,
I
she
mean,
has.
she's deciding who
But-
gets elected in
Yeah.
many races.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
powerful her activism is.
She's Brigadier General of the Mama Bears.
There you go.
That's our Liza. So when Oldham finally gets a chance, he sends us this. He says, "We won!" Exclamation point. The bill is dead. The pro tem went to the media and said he was calling a special session in the morning. Well, okay, we'll see what he does.
Yeah.
But he needs a quorum of 30 and 21 votes to pass the bill. Unless 9 senators who voted no show up and grant him a quorum, this is a done deal, and the Assembly is not going into special session. So the bill is dead. That's what our David Oldham worked on this
Nice
week.
job. That's where
Yeah.
he's at, fixing problems in New Jersey.
Yeah. Now, next week, get ready. Oldham's going to have a lot to share.
Good. He can tell us some of the ins and outs of
Yeah.
how it worked to their advantage this
Yeah, and you know what? Del Bigtree said, in liberal New Jersey, if we can muster the forces for individual choice, and you got to be bipartisan because you've got Democrats who believe in civil liberties just like the rest of us, and we got to honor them. You make your coalitions wherever you have opportunity. But he said, if we can do it in this state, we can do this in any state.
Hey, if you're just joining us, we're talking about David Oldham, the one David who's not with us, works
Yeah.
with and for constitutional grounds. I've also got David Van, Sooner Politics, and David D'Ambroso at Dave D'Ambroso on Facebook.
Yeah.